With KSI coming out to say that he would quite happily slap Dylan Danis and Jake Paul, Hollywood legend Al Pacino having the most awkward moment at this year's Oscars, and TikToker Elphaba exposing herself for a long list of lies that she's made to make herself relevant. There's a lot to cover in this episode, as simply said, so let's get straight into it. First thing we're talking about, KSI was on Neon's live stream very recently, and he went on to state that if he got the opportunity, he would quite happily slap Jake Paul and Dylan Danis if he ever saw them in person. This came from a clip, obviously from Neon's live stream, so take a little listen to this because it gets heated.
Oh, people talk shit about me all the time. Sidemen, they go in on me all the time.
Oh, but that's your boys, bro. You really don't have beef with any... Actually, you do, but...
I beef with Jake.
Damn.
Dylan Danis.
Damn.
If I ever saw him, I'd slap him. Same with Jake. Oh, people...
You know, does this really come as a surprise? I mean, you know, they've been beefing for the longest of times. Obviously, Dylan Danis and Logan Paul were fighting on the undercard of KSI versus Tommy Fury a few months ago. And, you know, Dylan Danis just did not turn up. And he has been awfully quiet ever since that night. He got his paycheck and quite swiftly left. Anyway, what do you make of that? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments, as we're going to move into Al Pacino having probably the most awkward moment during this year's Oscars. There was a lot of very high talking points with John Cena coming out naked to award Best Costume. You've got Robert Downey Jr. snubbing people on stage. But Al Pacino wins the award for the most AI thing possible. So when Al Pacino was asked to nominate the award or give the award for Best Picture, which obviously went to Oppenheimer, they usually give obviously a long list of all the films that were nominated. Well, Al Pacino completely forgot the list, bypassed that part and just went straight to the winner. Take a look at this.
10 wonderful films were nominated, but only one will take the award for Best Picture. And I have to go to the envelope for that, and I will. Here it comes. And my eyes see Oppenheimer. Yes, Emma Thomas, Charles Grodin. 10 wonderful.
This doesn't show the full clip, but you see very clearly afterwards that he looks off to the side where there's clearly someone backstage who's just gone. And the awkward moment as he realises that actually he probably should have read out the 10 nominees before announcing the winner, but he skipped that part. He was like, fuck it, the Oscars are way too long as it is. I'm going straight to the winner, Oppenheimer. So yeah, probably the most awkward moment at the Oscars this year, but what did you make of this and all the crazy things that went on at the Oscars? There's so many talking points, obviously, at the Oscars. We had the infamous Will Smith slap, and so many other memorable moments. But which one was your favourite? Let me know down in the comments. We're going to move into the biggest point of the video. So, if you aren't aware of who the TikToker Elphaba is, congratulations, you are very lucky. But if you didn't already know, you're about to find out who Elphaba is. Elphaba is a very controversial figure over on TikTok. She's well known, obviously, for being, first of all, a transgender person. She went from male to female. She now identifies as a female. And she does live streams pretty much every day, all day. And within those live streams are the most controversial things that you will ever see. And she has flung herself to notoriety off the back of this, and not good notoriety either. She has been accused in the past of many things. She entered a competition for autistic people, claiming that she had autism, went on to win the competition, and then announced that actually she was never diagnosed with autism at all. She's also made herself, I don't know why I'm laughing, it's utterly disgusting, but she's claimed that people have assaulted her in the sexual variety, which has led to a lot of claims and a lot of issues. She has claimed to have Tourette's, to get notoriety, and all of these things have been unfounded. She also claimed, which is probably the most horrific of all of these utterly horrific things, to have cancer, to get sympathy from her viewers, to get donations within her live streams, which obviously, if you don't know how TikTok live streams work, you get put on a leaderboard, and if you get, you know, you battle against other creators and stuff like this, and she does all of this stuff to get sympathy, to get notoriety, to get exposure, to then get donations and things like this, and that's how she makes her living. It's been utterly horrific, and we're just going to go through them, and if there's any that I've missed, I'll give context to all the things that she's done.
What have I essentially done? Go. Give me the list. Is it 129 things? I'll tell you what, should we make my own list? Should we make a list of things I've done wrong? Mummy's on that list!
Oh, no, where has it gone?
No, yeah, I did. It was a did. I'll tell you what, should we make my own list? Should we make a list of things I've done wrong? So we'll make an actual real list of things I've done wrong and put it into perspective. And I'll tell you everything truthfully. Do you want to fucking do it? Let's do it. You have to listen and you have to not come at me because I will tell you the full truth of everything, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready? Lied about being diagnosed, yes.
So, you know, she just admitted that she was never actually diagnosed. She said that she was to get into this competition, and that turned out to be a lie. She went on to win the competition for, you know, it... Moving on.
I lied about that. Number 2, Tourette's.
Yep, that was, for some weird reason, on the internet, on TikTok, back in like 2020, 2021, for some reason, it was a thing to lie about having Tourette's. I mean, the amount of TikTokers that got exposed for saying that they had Tourette's on live streams, and then it turned out that they never did, and they were just doing it for clout and doing it for recognition and followers. It was so weird, but that's not even the half of it.
Yes, the cancer thing.
She lied about having cancer, which is utterly horrific. All of these things are horrific things to lie about, but cancer, you know, that is quite literally a life-altering thing for not just the people with it, but also the families of the people with it who have to endure that with those people. And to lie about something like that just to get money, to get followers, to get views, that's disgusting.
Xmas donations for phone. Card reader.
Right, card reader. So this, for anyone that doesn't know, Elphaba bought one of those contactless card readers, and anyone that wanted to take a selfie with her had to pay on this card reader. So the most notable one, she was in a nightclub where she lives, and she was going around, apparently, and anyone that wanted a selfie with her had to pay for the selfie. So they had to pay her on this card reader to get a selfie before she would allow them to take a selfie with her. Which, you know, what the hell? Like, she's not even that huge. Like, the only reason she is as well known as she is now is through these controversies, and that's not a good thing to be known for. She's not like this huge personality and celebrity who, you know, who's charging people for selfies, first of all, but that's besides the point. But yeah, and actually, I think it turned out that Elphaba was doing this illegally because you were supposed to have a permit to be able to use a card reader. So businesses have permits to use these card readers, and the company that she got it from, you have to be registered as a business and a company to be able to use them, and she obviously wasn't. So, you know, it was a whole thing.
Donna. Pokemon cards. Seizures.
She lied about having seizures as well, alongside, you know, it goes hand in hand with the Tourette's thing and all that stuff.
SA, okay.
SA being, I don't think I can say it without getting demonetized, but you can probably put 2 and 2 together, and yeah, that was apparently something that she lied about as well, which that kind of stuff gets a lot of people in trouble.
Okay.
SH being, I think I can say this one, self-harming. yeah, I think, you know, that one is another one that she supposedly has lied about.
Panic attacks. Oh, benefits. Okay.
I don't know about the benefits one. I can't be certain, so I'm not going to comment on that.
Pads. Period pads. Eye drawing. Okay. 13. MSP. Hormones. Okay. £50 subs.
Now, this one was really bad, the £50 subs. So, on TikTok, people can pay as subscribers. So, you get a monthly income. It's almost like memberships on YouTube or having a Patreon. It's TikTok's version. So, people pay a monthly subscription to you and they get extra content or whatever it is that you provide for them. And TikTok, for some weird reason, if you change the amount that people pay, it just automatically charges your subscribers that amount. So Elphaba set her monthly subscription at, I think it was £5, right? People started signing up and paying for these subscriptions, and Elphaba changed it to £50. Right? She bumped up the amount that people were paying to £50 without notifying or warning them that that was going to change. So people were charged on their billing date. Instead of it being £5, they were charged £50. So that's a huge amount of money to a lot of people, and that is a lot of money for people to be losing, especially in this kind of climate that we find ourselves in, which, you know, borderline, this is borderline criminal. This is fraudulent.
£50 sub. Manipulated media.
Manipulated media, very simple, you know, misled the audience. But, yeah. So, this TikToker, I don't know how they are still able to create content and go live. But, yeah, exposed herself, making a list of all the things that she lied about. And I think the idea was that she did this to make herself look good. Be like, look, I held my hands up to all these things. You know, these are all the things that I have undeniably lied about. But people are just like, what on earth? Why would you lie about that? So, yeah, there's the news for you from today. A lot of strange ones. KSI wanting to slap Jake Paul and Paul and Danis. Al Pacino having an absolute mare, and Elphaba just being Elphaba. So, what do you guys make of this? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have got to say. While you're down there, be sure to jump to get the hell out of that like button. Subscribe if you're new and tickle my little bell so you get notified whenever we upload. And until next time, I hope that you guys have enjoyed. I cannot wait to see you in the next one. I'll catch you later. Peace.